at the rooftop of the world. The wind doesn't just blow, it howls. Among mountains that touch the sky, life isn't given freely. It's fought for with every breath. There are no easy paths here, only knife-edge cliffs, snowfall like judgment, and air so thin it seems to strip the life from your lungs. The Tibetan Plateau doesn't welcome. It tests, it selects, and only the toughest or the quietest endure. Here, hunger cuts sharper than claws, cold sinks deeper than fear, and silence is never truly silent. Welcome to a land where stone, wind, and instinct shape every fate. This is the Himalayas. This is wild Tibet. Stay with us if you're drawn to nature in its rawest form, where survival is never guaranteed, and every moment is earned hit. Subscribe to join us at Wildlife Documentary Hub, and it all starts right now. The sky above the Tibetan Plateau is deep blue, endless. Here, the air is so thin that every living creature must fight to survive. A dark shadow glides silently across the sky. It is the golden eagle, the undefeated ruler of the Himalayan heavens, with a wingspan of over 2 meters. It doesn't just fly, it soars. No rush, no sound, only steel-sharp eyes, scanning every slightest movement below. This bird was born for altitude. Thick feathers shield it from the freezing winds. Powerful wings and a specialized genetic structure allow it to fly steadily at elevations above 500 meters. It rides thermal updrafts and mountain winds, gliding effortlessly without a single flap. From that height, it hunts pika, marmots, mountain hares, anything that moves below. It can spot prey from nearly 3 kilometers away, then dive at speeds over 200 kilometers per hour. Talons lock, beak tears. Golden eagles are monogamous, typically forming lifelong pairs. A mountain vole scurries out from a bush. It sniffs, hesitates, thinking it's safe. Above, the eagle locks on. Wings tilt. Its body folds into an arrow of fire. Then it dives. No warning, no escape, just a strike from the sky. Fast as lightning, curved talons clamp down. One squeeze and silence returns. It's a tactic unchanged for millions of years. Soar, spot, strike, a cold, precise sequence as the sun sinks behind the mountains, painting the evening sky in shades of crimson. The eagle makes its final graceful flight through the golden twilight. It returns to its nest, where tiny eyes gaze upward, longing for the warmth of their mother in the vastness of the open sky. The eagle is more than just a predator of the skies. It is a dance of freedom, the embodiment of power entwined with wild beauty. Every wing beat is a silent declaration of pride. Against the endless sky, it shines like a star, a romantic and heroic symbol of nature's majesty. But down below, on snowy slopes and cliffs of stone, lurks another hunter, quieter, just as deadly. Among sheer cliffs and snow-filled chasms, a gray shadow lies completely still. No twitch, no breath, only eyes, wide, icy. Locked onto movement far below. It's the snow leopard, the most elusive big cat on Earth, called the ghost of the mountains. It survives at altitudes up to 5,000 meters, where air is thin and life itself is fragile. With thick white-gray fur, wide paws lined with traction fur, and a long tail for balance. It is perfectly built for this vertical, brutal world. But this apex predator doesn't settle for easy prey. Its favorite target, the Himalayan blue sheep. Agile, nimble, expert climbers. When they're scarce, it turns to ibex. Heavy, cliff-loving beasts with daggered horns. And when hunger stretches too long, it stalks mountain voles, pika, even snow hares. A lone mountain goat, grazing, unaware that death is falling from above. The snow leopard creeps forward one silent step at a time, melting into the rock. Distance shrinks, space tightens, muscles coil, then it launches. A thunderous leap. Claws sink deep, jaws clamp the prey's neck. Both tumble down the slope. Snow flies, rocks tumble. Gravity joins the deadly dance. The snow leopard holds on, but the slope won't forgive. One hard slam into stone. Then another. Its claws slip. The goat tumbles away, motionless. The leopard stumbles after. Too late. It stands still, shoulders trembling, breathing hard. A meal, lost in a single moment. No roar, no chase, only silence, heavy as rock, and a distant stare into the snowbound void. Here, even the top predator fails often, because the Himalayas don't forgive, and survival is never promised. But down on the lower plains, where the wind howls endlessly and grasslands stretch to the horizon, is there a hunter quiet enough, patient enough to win by waiting? A creature, not the fastest, not the strongest, but perhaps the wisest. Meet Tibetan Fox. The wind howls day and night across the Tibetan plateau. Here, life doesn't come easy. It must hide. It must wait. It must know when to strike and when to stay still as stone. Not big, not aggressive, but its gaze sharp as a blade. A small, compact body, gray-yellow fur tinged with white, shaped like a chunk of moss-covered rock. The wind ruffles its thick coat, but the face remains motionless as if calculating something. Narrow eyes, slanted slightly, always watching, always stalking. No growls, no chasing. It just waits for a single mistake from its prey. Pika, tiny mountain rodents, lightning fast. They are the target, and the favorite meal. The fox doesn't pounce. It stalks. Every step, lighter than a whisper. It crouches low, blending into the earth. It waits. When the pika pokes its head out, just one quick leap, one snap, done. But the fox doesn't always hunt alone. Sometimes, the wind carries the sound of claws digging. A brown bear, tearing into a pika burrow, clumsy and loud. The fox does nothing. It just stands there, at the opposite tunnel entrance, waiting for the pika to flee the bear and run straight into its jaws. A cold, flawless strategy. No brute force, no speed, just understanding others and seizing the moment. The Tibetan fox is not just a predator. It is the distilled cleverness of thousands of years surviving in thin air and frozen ground. It doesn't chase. It reads the path. It doesn't trap with muscle, but with logic. And timing. When pikas are scarce, it hunts marmots, rabbits, even feeds on carrion. It rejects nothing that can carry it through the winter. The Tibetan fox, not the strongest, but one of the most intelligent and persistent creatures nature has ever shaped. But on this plateau, intelligence alone doesn't guarantee survival. There are others, stronger, colder, silent, and they never fail. Ancient, silent, different. That is the Tibetan wolf, a distinct lineage, a machine evolved to survive and hunt in a land most life has abandoned. Stocky frame, thick, earth-brown fur with golden tones, perfect camouflage against rock and faded grass, large lungs, powerful heart, high-altitude genes built for thin air. Every step is deliberate but never hesitant. Mountain goats fast, agile, expert climbers. They cling to vertical cliffs, places no predator dares follow. But the Tibetan wolf is different. It doesn't chase prey across stone walls. It reads their path, the choke points, the places where goats must leap or turn. One wolf flushes the herd. Others wait in ambush, where the goats are forced to hit flat ground. No need for speed, only calculation and patience. One stumble, one bite to the throat. Done? Death comes not because the goat is weak, but because the wolf waits, picks its moment, and never makes a mistake. We've just journeyed through the wild highlands of the Himalayas. Every creature here is a testament to patience, precision, and the will to survive. They are not the strongest, not the fastest, but they know how to wait, how to choose the right moment. And they never back down. They remind us, in life, sometimes silence is strength, and moving slowly is how we go the farthest. If you believe in the beauty of the wild and the wisdom it holds, subscribe to Wildlife Documentary Hub, where every frame is a whisper from the wild.